Sports. And center stage belongs to Matthew Stafford. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. The action is only moments away. Next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Oh, good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. To throw is Stafford. To the right side, that's Whittington. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Now it's Stafford. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Purdy looking to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. McCaffrey will take it in. Touchdown. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The visitors' offense led by their wide receiver headed out for their 2nd possession. And as we move deeper into the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a weekly basis. As you see here, he's the NFL's leader in receptions to this point of the year. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. Well, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 7.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage.
Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So that a good outcome for Sean McVay as the challenge is successful.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. They'll be looking to get in the end zone again, and the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had there during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And from the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
At the 41-yard line.
Now Purdy. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Purdy now to throw.
Steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Purdy.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Well, this offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And he's very much alive in the race for most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Stafford now to throw. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Back to throw, Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Here's Stafford. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row.
Call it a gain of a yard, and now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Stafford looks to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Hang on here. We got an injury. And, yeah, it's Cooper Kupp who's going to receive some attention following that last play.
To throw is Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now Stafford. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun, Purdy.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6.
From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are out in front in that one. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Cedric Tillman, a touchdown reception. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's Purdy. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Back to throw, Purdy.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Purdy off the play fake.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And on now is the punter, as he's on here to punt it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
The visitors' offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Stafford.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. In motion, the tight end. Now it's Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down at a yard. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Stafford. That's taken in left side by Whittington. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Stafford. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So from outside the red zone now after the sack, a long 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Stafford firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field, and they have had their problems moving the ball through the air. As we take you through some of the action from earlier, this secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
At the 32-yard line.
Purdy. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll fake it. Now Stafford.
He'll get this complete to Whittington.
He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. Throwing is Stafford. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff. Here's Williams.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 7.
Stafford now to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Results in a first down.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
To the right side, that's Whittington.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Corum now on 1st and 10.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
They run once more with Corum.
And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Stafford. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. and it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Play action. Now Purdy.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 5. Shotgun now with Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Purdy from the gun.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Purdy looking to throw.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Throwing here, Purdy. And that one too wide and incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Purdy now to throw.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Deebo Samuel,
his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Purdy will throw for it.
But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hans team able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. They snap it to Stafford.
He's got his target. That's complete. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. A give to Williams, running right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Purdy with one final shot here.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for our visitors, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.